Welcome to lesson number 5. In this lesson, we shall start to learn about the book Shimmush Tehillim. Shimmush Tehillim is a book of practical Kabbalah that was written by Rabbi Ha'i Gaon in the 8th or 9th century AD. The book has been known in the Jewish world for hundreds of years, especially among Yemenite Jews, and was also kept by Rabbi Shalom Shabazi, who was born in the 17th century, a Jewish poet who lived in Yemen. We know that already in the 13th century, the Rashba, Rabbi Shlomo ben Avraham Even Aderet, wrote that the book is accepted and approved by the elders of Israel. The book details how to use each chapter of the Psalms for the purposes of medicine, protection, and success. The book Shimmush Tehillim can be used in a practical and magical way, because each chapter conveys a special virtue related to the content of the psalm. This is a useful, down-to-earth book in which the spells and virtues are reminiscent of spells and virtues found in other books of Jewish magic and sorcery, the practical Kabbalah. For example, the virtue associated with Psalm number 7 helps to keep enemies away from a person, permanently. Here are the first verses of the psalm. I shall read them in Hebrew, and you can look at the English translation. שיגיון לדוד, אשר שר השם, על דברי כוש בן ימיני. השם אלוהי, בך חסיתי, הושיעני מכל רודפי והצילני. פן יטרוף כאריה נפשי, פורק ואין מציל. השם אלוהי, אם עשיתי זאת, אם יש עוול בכפיי. Shimmush Tehillim instructs to take a dirt from the ground and recite the psalm over it. Then the dirt should be sprinkled before the enemy, at the place they stay or in front of their home. This makes sure that he does not return to you. Reciting the psalm forces the haters to keep away from you and never return to harm you. After the psalm is recited, a prayer is offered. The prayer is addressed to the sacred name El Elyon, the Most High God, which is encrypted in the chapter. And it says, May it be your will, El Elyon, that as you have protected our father Abraham, rest in peace, so please protect me from my enemies, and judge me favorably. And please God, save me from my enemies. Amen. Another remedy recommended with Psalm number 7 is, if you have an enemy who is threatening you, take a new pot and fill it from a natural water source. Stand over the pot and say the psalm 4 times, beginning with verse 7, all the way to its end. And I will read it to you. קום השם, באפיך הנשא, בעברות צוררי, ואורה אלי משפט צבית. ועדת לאומים תסובבך, ועליה למרום שובה. השם ידין עמים, שופטני אדוני, כצדקי וכתומי עלי. And so on, all the way to verse 18. Then pour the water in the place where your hater stands, and say a prayer. May it be your will, El Elyon, the Most High, that you bring down and subdue my enemy. Mention the enemy's name and his father's name, who rises against me. Amen. From this we learn that the Psalms help to avoid trouble and also helps to turn an enemy into a lover. The knowledge of the book Shimmush Tehillim has spread out both from outside the Jewish world and the European Christian tradition and into the United States. The original manuscript of the book Shimmush Tehillim mixes Hebrew and Aramaic, and knowledge of Aramaic is required to understand the instructions. In the next lesson, we shall talk about the author of Shimmush Tehillim and more. So thank you, and I will see you in the next lesson.